So, it's very, very close now to Manchester United versus Liverpool. And this is my predicted team for the game. So, yeah, let's get into it. Obviously, on Andre Onana to start and goal. I think it's a big game for Onana today. I mean, if we are to win the game, I think it's got to be down to him and the saves that he's got to make. And then the quality that he's put in certainly has been fantastic for us this season. And as I said, his role in this game is absolutely important for us and is a key role in our chances to win this game. Right back's got to be Wan-Bissaka. Throw him straight into the mixer. Who do you want? You can play him on the left, play him on the right, but I would play him at right back. I think he looks more comfortable there. Can play against Luis Diaz. And yeah, much more comfortable there compared to the left-hand side. But it's still going to be very, very tough. Luis Diaz is a player who runs a lot. He's an absolutely fantastic player, gets around the pitch. And it's a very, very difficult player to come up against. So it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a tough first game back for Wan-Bissaka. Centre-backs for me, it's got to be Rafael Varane, Johnny Evans. I think it may be too early to throw Maguire in, but we still are unsure of the team. I mean, Varane, maybe Evans, just not... might be Lindelof, might be Evans, might be Maguire, we're not too sure, but definitely do know it's a key game for the centre-backs. Darwin Núñez is one of the toughest strikers and most informed strikers currently in the league. Liverpool create a lot of chances for him and it's an absolute nuisance in the box. Can appear in numerous positions, so is it going to be a tough job for the defenders again today. Then what we expect from them is an easy game in terms of on the ball. We got to relieve pressure off us. Liverpool are a team who have a high press, and us getting out, using our centre-backs and avenues to get out is much needed. If we can break the line of the press like Liverpool do for us, it will be much needed. I think, as I said, the physical dominance as well of Varane is absolutely essential. I think he's been key for us this season and has been very, very underrated in my opinion. Left back for me, Dalot. Now, as I said, Dalot's got to play at left back. If it was a choice between Dalot and Wan-Bissaka at left back, for me, it's got to be Dalot. He's looked comfortable there. He's played there before. And listen, it's going to be a tough game for him. He's going to be coming up against Mo Salah, who's you know the qualities what he can do. Like he's so skillful, can go on the inside, go on the outside, can score goals from any angle, and it's just an absolute tough player to play against. He's very, very creative as well, so he has he has many avenues to his game, which is a huge worry and is a huge concern. Now into midfield for me has to be Kobe, Amrabat and Bruno. No, Amrabat and McTominay. Amrabat, mainly McTominay. I think with no Casemiro, or we actually don't know whether, because the injury about Casemiro is very, very confusing. Is he out of the Brazil squad but can play the Liverpool game? Does he not think he should be playing for Brazil and kind of recover from their injury? We still don't know, but obviously when I do the official team news video, I'll give you the latest then, as more news will come out. But I am assuming that Casemiro will not be in the team, so I expect it to be Amrabat at the base. Now, it's a huge game for him. When he came on last time in a huge game against Man City and the Etihad, he did give the ball away, so he's got to be really good today. Number 6 is one of the key roles, and Liverpool do target. They got a high press, and we'll look to hunt down these sort of players. And for me, Amrabat is a key role for him if he does start taking in that Casemiro role. What do you think of Casemiro, whether he should be starting this game? You can't say he's a big game player. I mean, he'd be massively missed in a game like this today. I think his presence is much needed in a game like this. And as I said, hopefully he'll be fit because we do need him again. Kobbie Mainoo, we know what he can do. Had such a great season so far for Manchester United. I don't want to dwell on him too much. Let's see if I can have a good game. I think he did all right last time in Liverpool at Anfield, and he's got to continue on that performance because he's a key role and a key player for us now. Number 10 for me, that more advanced midfield role, has to be Scott McTominay. Now, with McTominay, he's a player who's struggled in this season, but you got to play him in there for that height. Just get him in and around there. I don't want to rush Højlund back quite yet, and it may be too early for him to start, which means up front you have Rashford on the left. I think his pace is needed and his ability. Rashford making runs, he'll ultimately get the ball from our midfield and from the other players around him. Conor Bradley's a player, I don't think it's come up against Rashford before, and it's going to be a difficult job. I think Rashford's very, very pacey, very, very tricky to come up against, and certainly is a constant threat. And with Rashford, you want to see making those runs from out to in, going on the outside and cause Liverpool problems at home, because when Rashford does that, he's a very frightful and threatening player, so you've got to be wary of those runs. He's got to be making them as well for me. It's absolutely vital for him to do that, and the quality that he needs to show needs to be to a top standard in this game. Now, right wing, similar to Garnacho. So, yeah, the better season than Rashford. He's looked really comfortable on that right-hand side. Coming up against Robertson, He's got to do the same. You can see what he done. He done it against Everton. He can drift across to the left-hand side. He can go on the outside as well. Getting him in behind is much needed. And I think Liverpool do struggle vulnerability with the fullbacks. You know, they play really, really high and they're proactive. So we can get him behind them, maybe much needed. And I think that's the avenue that we need to explore. I'd play Bruno at that false 9. And yeah, that's kind of my predicted team. Let me know your thoughts if you like, if you enjoyed. Subscribe, comment if you're new. Thanks for watching. Peace.